Hi guys, this is Yinky. You're welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to attach the back lace corset to the skirt to make a dress. I have made a video on how to make the lacing of a corset dress, but today I'll be showing you how to attach the upper part to the skirt to make a dress. So let's get started. So we'll start from the pattern drafting. So I'll be using an off-shoulder pattern. This is an off-shoulder top. So I have input the measurement. So this video is for an advanced learner. So this is neckline, and the next thing to do is to measure whatever you want to use for the spacing of your lacing. So the lacing it depends on you. You can make it starting from unfold. You can make it 4 inches, depends on how wide you want it to be. You can make it 3 inches. So in this tutorial I'll be making it 3 inches, and you can see my pattern paper is unfold. There is no zipper allowance, and we are cutting the back pattern. No zipper allowance when you are putting a lace. When you are making a lace corset, there is no zipper allowance on the upper part, but there is a zipper allowance on the skirt for it to be easy to wear. So take 3 inches, then I'll use a straight ruler to indicate the 3 inches from the half length through to the neck line. So this is the back pattern. So having done that, so this indicates my lacing underlay. So this will serve as the underlay for the lacing. It will be under the lacing if you want to put an underlay, but if you don't want to put an underlay, you will just remove this. So I'm going to write it as lacing space, then I'll complete the measurement that's supposed to be on my pattern. I'll complete that. Then having done that, I'll cut my pattern out. This is the back pattern for an off-shoulder corset dress. So having done that, I'm going to remove the lacing space. This is the underlay for the lacing. It's also called the underlay. So it will be like this. So the two sides will come together to stay on the lacing space. So I can add half inch sewing allowance on this. On the lacing space, I will add sewing allowance of half inch. So here, and I will also add half inch overlapping allowance, so making 1 inch together. So I've added 1 inch on the lacing underlay. So adding 1 inch to it, and I'm cutting it on a new paper. Adding 1 inch to it will make it 4 inches. So I'm going to take the 4 inches like so, then I will cut it out like so. So I've added 1 inch because it must overlap with the side panels. So the new lacing underlay is this. So I'm going to label it as the underlay, lacing underlay. So it will serve as the underlay for the lacing. So having done that, the next thing to do is that when you place the side panels like so, since I told you we are going to put the skirt, it will overlap like this, since I have added the 1 inch allowance. But on this part where I'm going to join the skirt, I needed 1 inch also, so that it will overlap with the skirt also. It will come inside the skirt. So at this point that I'm touching, I'm going to add 1 inch so that that place too will overlap. So I'll be adding 1 inch. I'll be using my paper tape to attach. I'll be using my paper tape to attach the 1 inch. So I've measured this paper to be 1 inch. Then I'm going to attach it with my paper tape like so. So if you can do it together while I was cutting the underlay, you can as well do it at that point. So this will be able to come inside the skirt. I hope you can get that. So the next thing is to use, I have cut it out with the fabric, and then this is the strip I'm going to use for the lacing. I have a video on this already, so you can watch that. I'm going to drop the link. And this is for the loop. So this is for the loop. I'm going to make it as tiny as I can. So this is the skirt, and it has a dart, and this is the underlay. I use a plain pattern for the underlay, and the two side panels. So I have the side panels, I have input, I have done the loop, and this is where the dart is. I'm trying to notch it so that I will not forget to input my dart. So I'm going to go ahead and hold my dart with half inch, and you shouldn't be new to this if you're an advanced learner. So hold your dart, and having done that, this is what I have. I'll do the same thing for the other side panel also. Then if you don't know how to do this lacing, you can watch my video. I have a video on how to do this lacing, how to put the loop, how to do your strips, and how to do all this. I have it on my channel, so you can watch that to be able to get this process. So this is the lacing underlay. If you don't know how to do that too, the video is on my channel. So having done that, this lacing underlay, I've turned it, and this is, you can see the 3 inches where it stopped, and I'm going to mark it out since that's the spacing allowance that I use for the underlay. I'm going to chalk it out at that point, so I have half inch left. So I'm going to place it, and then I'll show you how that will be attached to the side panels. So I'm trying to chalk it out straight down. So I'm trying to chalk it out straight down so that I will know what to follow as a guide. So I'm going to place the side panel like so, and on one side I'm going to stitch it down like I'm top stitching. That's what I'm going to do for a side, and the other side will be, I'm going to put the hook, the bra hook, on the other side. All this has been done in that video I told you how to make the lacing of a back corset dress. I explained how to input the hook, and everything is, the video is loaded. So this is based on requests because of people that said they don't know how to attach this upper part to the skirt. That's why I'm making this video. So having done this, you can see I did not get to the extreme end because I'm going to attach the skirt block. So this is the skirt. This is where I'm going to place the skirt. I think you can see that, and you can see the skirt, the zipper allowance stopped at the center back. So the zipper allowance must match the center back on the lacing space. I hope you can get that. So make sure while you are cutting your pattern, you match everything, and everything is intact before you place your skirt, your block skirt. So I'm going to attach the skirt like so. So making sure the dart matches, the dart on the skirt matches with the dart on the upper bodice, and the zipper allowance on the skirt matches with the center back on the underlay. I hope you get that. So I'm going to stitch it down by half of an inch like so. I'll stitch it down by half of an inch. The finishing can be done with an overlocking machine after I am through with this, and there is a way I can still do the finishing without an overlocking machine, but that will be for another day. So this will be stitched by half of an inch, and having done that, this is what we have. You can see this is what we have. So I will do the same thing to the other side. So the other side of the underlay, I'm going to put the side panel like so. So as I have told you, this side will have the hook, the bra hook. So while you are placing it, make sure you set it so that the loop will match with each other. The loop on one side will match with the loop on the other side. So you must be careful it matches with each other, because you are going to put the strips or the ropes you are going to put must go along with each other, must match with each other. So you can see the zipper allowance. I'm trying to place the zipper allowance on each other like so, and I'll still make sure the dart matches with the dart on the upper bodies matches with the dart on the skirt. So that's what I'm trying to arrange. And having done that, if you are having arranged that, I'm going to use a pin. I use office pin to hold it down. I will use office pin to hold it down first. Having done that, so that after I have attached the skirt block, I'll be able to input my bra hook. So I'll use office pin to first of all hold it down. Later I'm going to remove the office pin and place my bra hook. So having done this, I will attach my skirt. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and like and also share this video. Thank you. So having done this, I'm just pinning it down with my safety office pin. Then the allowance will be left. You can see the overlap on the, I make sure that there is a space in between the upper bodies and the skirt, so that the underlay will come inside, and the body will not be showing. But if you still want the body to show, you can just remove the underlay. So match the zipper allowance with each other, then match the dart with each other also, then stitch with 1/2 inch. So I'm going to do that right away. So this is what we have after stitching with 1/2 inch. This is what we have. So this is what we have. You can see how I attach the skirt, the skirt block, to make it a dress. So you can see it's something easy, it's not difficult at all. So you can see how neat it is. The dart matches with the dart on the upper bodies matches with the dart on the skirt, and you can see the zipper allowance. So here I'm going to bring the zipper allowance together now. You can see the zipper allowance overlap with each other. So I'm going to bring it together and close that space up like you want to input your zipper. So I'm going to close this space up down to the hemline of the dress. So that's what I'm going to do right now. That's why I said your zipper allowance, the notch on your zipper allowance must match with your center back. So if it matches, if you close this up, it will just, everything will just be in place. So stitch down. So stitch down through to the hemline of the dress. So having done that, you can now go back and find a way to input your zipper. So this is what I have. So if I turn it to the right side, this is what I have. I haven't placed the zipper yet. I have not placed the zipper yet, so I'm going to loose it up through to the end of the zipper allowance, where I want the zipper to stop above the hip line. So at this point, this is the remaining joining allowance. So you cannot leave it rough like that. You can fold it up and stitch it like so, or you can use a bias tape to do the finishing. So I'm just going to fold it and stitch it like so, just tiny like so, and secure it. So whatever I have done to one side, I will do to the other side. I hope you can see where I'm stitching. So I'll do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you do it neatly so that it will not be rough. So if you cannot do it this way, you can use a bias tape to secure it inside and make sure it is neat. So this is the zipper. I'm going to fix the zipper like so. After I have done the finishing of that end, the joining, so I'm going to fix my zipper like so. So fix your zipper and secure it neatly. So I'm going to fix my zipper like so. I'm trying to fix my thread. So make sure you finish up this part neatly. So this is what I have. This is the back. So I'm going to finish up the zipper end neatly, so you can see the overlap, that it even overlap through to the skirt. So this is what I have. I can zip it up like so. You can see it's very neat and beautiful. So here now you can see how I have attached the upper part to the skirt. It is not something difficult at all. So you can go ahead and do your lacing. So do the lacing like so. Do the lacing like so. Go ahead and do that. So if you want to use this without the underlay, I told you, you may decide not to put an underlay. So you can just take the underlay off and lace directly. So whichever method you want to use, so you can go ahead and use that. So this is what we have at the end of the day. So this is what we have. Go ahead and lace it through, and you can knot it. So I'm trying to pull it because while I was lacing, it's trying to gather itself back. So you must avoid that. When you are lacing, just be very careful when you are lacing it, so that the measurement will not reduce. So you can just knot it up like so, and we have a beautiful result. This is what we have. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share this video. I will see you in my next video. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye.